How many times you have finished a call, got off with a big to-do list, and then promptly lost it in the swirl of your day? That's a recipe for deals slipping through the cracks. In today's workflow, we'll show you how to automatically create follow-up tasks in your CRM based on the call's action items. We'll grab the next steps from your call summary, parse them in N10, and then insert them into your CRM as official tasks with a due date. You can also choose to slack yourself a reminder if you like that better. The point is, you won't need to manually retype your to-do list or rummage through random notes. You finish the call, the system does the rest. Now to create this workflow, we'll continue with one of our previous designs in which we used to use Gmail node as a trigger. So whenever any mail came, we used to check if it came from the AI meeting note taker. In our case, it was Fathom note taker, right? So we used to check if the mail came from Fathom, and if it did, we used to proceed. We used to create a summary from it, right, which our AI agent used to do, and also the name of the company which we used to search in our CRM. Let me quickly show which email I will be using for this workflow. So this is the email which I received from our note taker Fathom, which was with Thought Focus. So it is one of our customers, and here is the action item. So what we discussed in the meeting was to reschedule the meeting or follow up on 7th of March 2025, right? So I will ask AI agent to notice what action items are there and schedule a meeting if there were any mention of follow-ups. So let's just quickly jump back to the workflow. And what we will do, we will check the mail. We will see if it is from Fathom. And our AI agent will get us the name of the company, which we will use to check in our CRM the entry of that client, right? The next thing or the additional thing which we will add now is notes, which will be from the action items of the mail, and the next node in JSON format with key name, notes, and summary only. So important, do not add new lines, continue with one line only, right? So this might create problems sometimes with JSON format because AI agent accidentally adds a new line in the JSON text if it is a long text or a paragraph or something, and that might create issues like N10 might perceive it as not a JSON format but something else, so it won't be able to determine what it is. So here it is. So we have notes here already. We will use some other name. I'll just copy this summary here. Instead of summary, I'll use notes, and here I will add maybe actions. Right, I'll just copy this. Now the next thing we do is getting all companies. So here we will fetch all the companies in our CRM, and let me quickly show you what all companies are there. So I'll just refresh this page. So I added this company Thought Focus just a few minutes ago. It can be recognized here. Now our code will basically compare what name the AI agent give us with one in the list in our CRM. Next thing is filter, which is what we just discussed, and next is create opportunity and node. So what we did earlier was create opportunity, which was just an umbrella and under which we used to write all our nodes. Now we will not extend this, we will just copy this and create a new node maybe. So instead of notes, or yeah, we can maybe write another node here, right, which will be an easier thing to do. So one node will save all the summary of the mail, and other node will basically have the action items, which we will give on later to AI agents for analysis. Now once that is done, I will again merge it. Where is it? Here. I just copy pasted the one, and this is dynamic, so we do not need to do anything about merging it, anything more than that. Now the next step is AI agent here. Now what this AI agent will do, it will just take in values from edit node, which is here. So let's just copy it from here only. We will take in the action nodes, action items or action nodes, and pass it here, and let's put it in the system message. You are a helpful assistant for sure. Check the action items from a meeting with clients and see if there is any mention of follow up meeting, right? Or maybe rescheduled meeting, and create an event in the Google Calendar tool link to you, right? So this is the system prompt, and will of course provide it a chat model. Let's see if OpenAI can do it. We also have a DeepSeek option now, which is much cheaper, but it is slower. And for the benefit of viewers and everyone, we will just keep it fast with OpenAI. So Google Calendar tool, here we have now, instead of now, let's just change this to dollar from AI start. And again, the end. Next would be summary, and also description, right? So description, make sure you select expressions, description. So what from AI does, we have discussed it a couple of times earlier. I'll just summarize it now. It will basically go back and check or tell AI agent what output we want or it wants, and in what key or format it wants it. So it just gets the right key value pair. Now in AI agent, let's just mention if time is mentioned, then use that start time and keep the meeting length 30 minutes. If not mentioned, schedule it at 11 a.m. Okay, that's the standard meeting time, and even if it is not on that time, maybe we can follow up, or the user who is working on that CRM will follow up to the client what time they would like to have the meeting. Also provide summary and description to the calendar. See how this one works. Let me run this workflow and let's wait for it to get executed. All right, the workflow has executed successfully. Let's see how it went. So AI agent did provide us the name notes, which said follow up on 7th March 2025, and summary, which was the usual stuff. Now it got forwarded here. Let's see if this received it. And yeah, so it did receive it. Follow up is on 7th of March, and conduct voting on which application. So this was what meeting discussion was all about, to schedule a voting on the follow up, which would be to discuss what application to use for integration with our ERP software. So that was just a random meeting, and yeah, it did pass through opportunity and task link, And finally, the AI agent did receive all the things. It did receive the follow-up on 7th of March order, and it may have made out from the other text what to keep the subject of the calendar. Let's see if it did execute. So the meeting time was 11, which wasn't mentioned in the meeting, of course. So it kept it as 11. Now the follow-up meeting, application integration voting, perfect, and follow-up meeting to conduct voting on which application to use for integration. So even that is perfect. Now let's see our Google Calendar if this meeting is scheduled there. So here is our calendar, and there are no meetings scheduled now, but since the workflow was successful, let's see if the search bar shows us something, and it does. It's on July of, okay, 3rd of July, which is 3/7/2025, right? So maybe the AI agent confused between 7th of March and 3rd of July, because we just provided it the number. So maybe we should have given the prompt to understand the date format better, but it does have follow-up meeting, application integration voting in place, the title, and also the description is there. Follow-up meeting to conduct voting on which application to use for integration with our ERP. So it's also 30 minutes, and yeah, I think it's again 8:30 and 9 p.m., which is again a mistake from AI agent side. We should have provided it the time zone, right? So let's just quickly work this out again and jump back to our workflow. Let's tell our AI agent that the time zone will be important. Our time zone will be DT, MM, YYYY format, and also set the time in Indian Standard Time. Perfect. Now let's execute the whole workflow again. Right, because it did not fail from a mid node, so we can not do much. So okay, let's check. Let's see how this one works this time. I'll wait for it to get executed. Okay, I think it received some other mail. Let's see how it works now. I just deleted that extra mail which I received after this meeting mail, and now it is working. Let's wait a few seconds. Till then, let's check our CRM and let's refresh this. And there we go, impromptu Google meeting. The client is focused on developing an app targeting. So there are multiple notes which has been published or added. So the first one would be one from the previous workflow or the previous part of the workflow, wherein we just added the summary of the meeting or the notes. And second is the action item summary. And after executing it again, it did the same thing over. And I think it should have been executed now. Let's check, and it is. Now let's set the Google meeting, and yeah, this time it is 7th of March 2025, 11:30 a.m. So that's it. That's our Google meeting scheduling from AI workflow, from the anytime workflow to using AI agents, and also checking CRM and then scheduling the meeting, right? So it is very important to have the complete guide or complete ecosystem in which everything is automated, right? From the lead mining till the meeting setting and follow-up setting. So you can just focus on your clients and whom to contact now. So that's it. That's it about this workflow. If you like this short format video in which we are building on the previous workflows, and if you like to see more of such videos, if you want to see this series continuing for at least a month or 2 months, which is in the schedule of my calendar, I have many more workflows to automate, many more processes. So if you do like seeing those videos, give us a like, subscribe to our channel, comments, put a comment how you like this video, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.